in the
Yeah.
Ooh, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, see you. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday, we'll season the day. Digital finance, unlearning of love, serving food to what those two, rising every beat and it, Eastern on P2GTV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come meet with me.
yeah.
You have to look. I ain't
You
gonna
gonna come
lie.
out with a dance? You gonna come out with a dance for that too as well?
Look, that
There we go.
that's part of our that's part of the business structure. We teach visual financial literacy, but we'll get into it a little bit later. Grand
We
rising.
made that song. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Grand rising, grand rising.
All right. Grand rising. Grand rising.
Welcome to
Grand
Breakfast
Rising.
Sis. And I am your host, Alvin Thomas, the Gold Banker, coming to you live 1 gram at a time. And I'm here with my lovely lady.
I'm your girl, Ruby T, and you know how we do in the morning. Baby, don't do your thing. You can't be awake. And of course, if you don't hear that sound, this ain't Harlem. I don't know if y'all can hear them, but our neighbors next door are on to work at FDNY, and they making us safe. So we don't mind that background. We don't mind that background. And today we got a guest, y'all. Y'all know I'm in here acting a fool for a good reason. All right. So this is a gentleman who happens to be a really good friend of mine, not just my husband's, but our family, from what I understand, because we know people by way of sometimes. Has an amazing second act. I really can't wait for him this year. What is the real deal, brother?
All right. The real deal is.
No name. Give me your name.
Oh, well, my full name is Victor Jefferies, and I'm the owner of The Real Deal. Wow. And The Real Deal is a used car dealership that I started been in business for about 14 years. I started from me learning how to work on cars, doing certain things that I could do myself. I realized that when I had owned a car, I went to a shop and they told me that my brakes needed to be done, and the guy wanted to charge me like $700 front and back, and I just thought that was too much. And I was like, wait a second, I went to high school and I could do my own brakes. Right. So I did it myself. So I saved myself about $600.
Yes, you did.
So I did the work myself. So I'm the type of guy that likes to use my hands and try. If I can't figure it out, I go search it and try to fix it myself. So therefore I started liking working with cars. So I went from there. I wound up running into my cousin, and he was working with somebody who owned the dealership already, and he was trying to show them the ropes. That kind of fell through, and I decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do it myself. And I did the research, how to start it, and now I'm here. My business, I try to help people get something for affordable prices, because I realize that a lot of people just don't have the money. So if I don't have something in my lot, I basically tell them, hey, I can save you a couple of extra dollars and take them to the auction, or I research it myself and I go to the auction and I find something for them that's a little bit affordable. Now, affordable meaning that when I go to the auction, I get it for a cheaper price, but I still got to keep in mind that you still may have to fix something because it's coming from the auction. I never know what's going on with that vehicle.
Now,
and
do you offer repairs anymore? Is that something that you kind of have as a side thing?
That's kind of like I do on the side. Like, so if somebody buys a vehicle from me and it needs some work, and I have the time, I'll try to fix it myself. And I try to save them a couple of extra dollars, because going to the mechanic, I'm no mechanic though. I'm no mechanic, but I know how to do some things.
Okay.
going to get your brake changed, spark plugs changed, that could be, it could be expensive. Some people just don't have it. They have the money for the parts, but they don't have $1,000 to pay for the brakes and rotors for somebody to do it. So, and it makes them happy, and I can make a couple extra bucks.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
One of the biggest things with maintenance of car vehicles, you'll hear people talk about it all the time. I don't mind paying for the part, but can we do something about the labor? Because on average, with the way things are going, labor is looking at $1.65 minimum per hour. And then they're holding your car. They're holding your car hostage on top of that.
Right, you can't get it.
So, right. And, I'm not a car person, except that I like to ride. I'm learning to drive. And when it comes to kind of car, now this is for the ladies. I don't want to hear nothing. I'll say I'm not a car person, but I'm growing to be one. Because if you're going to have your tail inside a vehicle and you want to be driving around, you bet to learn what it takes to keep this thing going. And that's for my lazy ladies out there.
Yeah, a lot of ladies don't know.
Because
they don't know.
I'm not kidding. These guys will come for you at these places where you come to go get your car. They know you don't know, but I teach you a little something. When you learn something, they don't know. They just giving you out. They looking at you as, oh, that's a woman. She don't know. You learn something, you shock the people and not only keep your money, but keep your dignity and know who to do business with and not. Now I'm going to ask a question about, because this is huge. We teach digital financial literacy. And really just means that we really do teach economics. We teach world economics. I tell everybody all the time, what goes on in our classrooms is way, way different than most people get on the regular, because we look at the whole of all economy. So not just the economy in your house, but how everything is affected so you can move gracefully through it. And what happens is your vehicle is a huge part of your finances. But it is also becoming a huge part of the world economy, more and more so. You're the one in your driveway right now, whether it's the difference. Remember during COVID when you couldn't get parts? Remember when the older cars were the ones that they went up in price?
Stood on the road.
Crazy, right?
It is crazy.
How did that go? Because you said through 14 years, brother. How was that for you?
That was kind of bad. It was kind of like I went for months without selling nothing, and then I went from selling nothing per month to maybe like 2 cars extra per month. So it was kind of, but people just didn't have the money for that, even for the old cars. So I had to try to work my magic, because they was looking for like the newer cars needed a chip, so therefore the older cars spiked up in price. So even for me at the auction, if I was looking for a car that I would usually get for a certain price, it was up another like $1,500.
Right.
Because so
it costs you to stock it more money into itself, and then to have that. Guys, that's what we call an economy. That's the economy. That's how it works. And because look, I thank you so much for being on with us, because we're always trying to bring real world examples. Because people go, oh, tariffs is gonna affect only China. I said, have you lost your mind? Are you insane? You are the first one to get charged. And this man he resells, so he has to buy at wholesale from somewhere. Now, when wholesale goes up, don't you think retail going up too?
Yeah, that's true.
Now,
that's true.
That's the only way you stay in business.
Now, let me ask you, new car person coming into play. They come to you. What are the things that people should know when they come see you when they're ready to get a car for the first time?
Yeah.
Brand new car. What should they be coming to tell you? Well, no, let me rephrase it. What should they be looking for when they come for their first car?
Right.
Because people come in, I want a car. And they're blind.
I get a lot of people that say, I want a car, and they just don't know what they want. And that's a little hard, because I don't want to get somebody something that I may think is good for them, and then they don't like it. Everything is based off of looks, off of people. So I could find I could say, for instance, I could have a car that I purchased from the auction, and I know it's a shit. Excuse my French. I know it's a bad car, right? But I could have another car sitting next to it that looks beat up, and they want the car that's bad because it looks nice.
Yeah.
And everything is not always about looks. Everything is not always about brand.
My brother, go ahead.
Everything is not always about brand. Toyota and Honda, that's Acura, Lexus. Those are, of course, those are high. Those are good cars. But every brand has their nick of failures. You know,
and you got to know what it is.
Right. You got to do your research. Like certain brands, like if you know, like for instance, Subaru is also a good car too. But certain years they introduce a CVT and their transmissions aren't that good. So then they got to upgrade and try to fix that. And then the previous year that came out may not be good. So they tweak it and then the next year is good. So I tend to tell people like, try to get them towards like maybe something that's less expensive. Cause like I said, a lot of people don't have a lot of money. So I try to get them towards that. And you gotta expect that you gotta have the money to buy the car, the money to probably fix a car afterwards, because something will always go wrong. You can always drive off a lot, and that's from anywhere. Not from me, that's from anywhere. Could always drive off the lot, and then something could go wrong. It could be a day later, it could be 2 months later, it could be 6 months later. You always want to make sure you have the money to fix it, especially if you don't know how to, if you're not hands-on and you know how to do it yourself. Right. So, and when you go looking for cars in other places, you know, check the oil, check your brakes, check the fluids, transmission fluid, if there's a dipstick, check for, just look, just pay attention and look for stuff that seem out of the ordinary. Even though you don't know about cars, you could tell certain things may be wrong with a car.
Even, you know. So I'm gonna ask a quick question, because like I said, I don't buy cars. My husband buys our cars, and so, or has in the past. That don't mean that that's gonna be the future. You know what I'm saying? All right. So when you have a used car lot, do you still do test drives, even with used cars?
Yeah, gotta do a test drive. I don't just have somebody come and they don't do a test drive. They won't know how the car feels, you know. So I let them do a test drive, let them drive it around. Try to, if we could get on the highway, have them get on the highway so they can see it picks up. You wanna look to make sure when you test driving, you want to make sure if you feeling, well, you want to see if you feeling the vibration in the steering wheel. See if the car pick up pretty good, see if the transmission shifts properly. If you feel some jerking, it could be either the transmission, it could be that it needs a tune up. You know, just certain things that you have to check when you driving. You check your lights, you know. You said something about the women that I need to say something about the women. When you buy a car and you have a car, there's something called oil change. You have to get oil changes. A lot, even some men, they don't know that they need an oil change. I knew somebody who drove for 5 years without getting an oil change. I don't know how their car managed, but they never knew that they had to get an oil change. I had people I worked with that said they never got an oil change and the engine died. That's because you didn't do an oil change.
Oh, lubrication, it better die. It's gonna die. Oh, matter of fact.
Right.
Now, how often do you change your oil, or should you?
Every car, the norm is like every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, depending on the grade of oil you get. You get synthetic, you can go longer. You go 5 to 10,000 miles. It always depends on the type of car you got. If you have a BMW, BMW could tend to last for 10,000 because they use like a 0W oil. 0W20, I think it is, maybe. And then that lasts a little longer, a lot longer. But it's also more money.
Yes.
Look, that's what's up. We got some folks out here. It says, "Go Vic, I would buy my car from you if I needed a car." I love it. I love it. Yes. We got Miss Shelby. She says she's with 30 miles or 3 months. I love it. She's getting ready to change hers today. She's actually about to change her oil today. I love it.
Right.
And she's a driver. That's one of our girls out in Oklahoma, so she ain't playing. Her car got to keep her going. She
Right.
ain't playing.
You know, you're dropping knowledge of your business.
Yes.
Just being a dealer. One of the things that I look for when I'm looking for a dealership or a car dealer, the person who, someone who knows about how to make sure what they're getting off their lot.
Right.
You come out with some base knowledge, because a lot of times they're just trying to get the cars off the lot because they're under distress or what have you. But you letting people realize that, look, when you come with a car is not a free ride. It's this maintenance required, and that's a good, that's
right.
I think a dealership always make sure people are aware of this. You don't get a car and life is all.
We need driving training.
Yeah.
We
a lot of people need driving training.
We need ownership training.
Owner training, yes. Yeah. A lot of people need owner training.
Before you buy a car, what you got to know. They don't come in. I know this because I'm getting ready to take the rest of the test. They don't give that to you.
One of the things that everybody, most cars, when you buy a car, they have this big old owner manual inside the glove box.
Right. Nobody reads that. Nobody reads that.
It's your manual for the car. You're supposed to read it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Even when like my mother gets something, I get something for the house and I gotta build it. I never read the manual. I just build it.
It's like, what do we need these for? What's the instruction?
Right.
I was laughing because when I got my car, I drive a Subaru.
He's a Subaru.
I love my Subaru. And I got the car. I opened the manual. I saw a spot for your registration and your insurance card. Fill those two things, and I can honestly tell you, I've only looked at that book 2 other times. One, when I was updating for the transmission because I didn't know where my transmission stick was in the car, and I looked all over the place, and I realized the particular car don't have one.
Right.
Doesn't have one. And when I was first learning where the fuse box was in the car, I don't care what you think you know a car. That manual is crucial. Even if you take a couple minutes just to go through the table of contents.
Yeah.
See what things are in the car. Now,
look, I'm gonna be really honest. You're getting this from people who are now getting poo-pooed right now. We will be doing this when we get in the car next. Trust me, I'm about to go digging in that car to find that book, because I'm gonna tell y'all, with AI, y'all lazy because all these books is online. Okay, all these same book manuals is online. So I'm gonna give you my tech because I do the technical thing. I do digital financial literacy, so we teach tech. You want to shortcut that? Take the book, put it in. I'll put the PDF in AI and have it simplified for the 8th grade level of understanding. With that, what you call it? With what do you call those? With that points. That what do you call that? I'm having bullet points. Thank you, because I'm having a bit of a early morning thing. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you do that, it will even create a graphic. Ask it to create a graphic to explain that simplification, and baby, enjoy. Know your manual. That's your car. Don't get stuck and not know what you're doing.
Right.
It'd be like, how? So where is the gear shift? I'm done. Where's your oil? Ladies, I know I'm with you. Where do I see the oil? Where is it? How do I get to it? Yeah, there's a book for that.
There is.
Let me ask you, Vic. So, in being a dealer, used car dealer, what is, when you go looking for a car, and even if you're looking for your lot, what is your range for looking? What are your parameters for looking to get a car to put in your lot? And then how do you bring people to, get people to your spot? Because, it's great to have a car.
Right.
How do you get them to your spot?
All right. So my range is low for now, because like I said, is that people just don't have the money or what to spend the money. So when I know that people are looking for like a $5,000 range,
right,
I can't buy a car that's $3,000. Right. I can't. And if I do, I'm either losing money or
y'all are losing value.
Well, regardless of the fact, I'm losing money or I'm just probably breaking even. and that doesn't work. That doesn't work for me. So even, you know, sometimes people say that, you know, people are in it for the money. We all got to be in for the money because it doesn't pay the bills.
Can I clarify one thing? Excuse my language, all y'all, but hell yeah, he in for the money. That man got bills to run that
Yeah,
business.
I got bills.
So you get what you need. So be glad that he's there and in it for the money. Because if he wasn't,
Right.
you wouldn't have you wouldn't be able to buy a car in your neighborhood. Or
right. But there's a difference. There's a difference about being just in for the money. You got to be in for the money and care too at the same time. That's different. If you got somebody that's just in for the money, then you're gonna get whatever you get. If you get somebody that's in for the money and also care for the people that they're selling to, then you're gonna get something that's decent. Now, there's times that, you know, you get a car and you have issues, and then I just gotta see, you know, what we can do to work it out. But I do look for something that's probably like maybe
your best,
in a $2,000 range. So this way I could spend maybe $1,000 to try to fix it up and see what it needs.
So you're not just buying them and passing them on as is. You're bringing them in and do what you got to do with it, and making sure it's marketable for you, to presentable for your lot. I love that you have a level of standard, you know, and you're honest, you're open. The fact that you'll take someone to an auction to get there is like, look, I'm gonna be really honest. There's nothing here you can afford. What you got is auction money. I'll take you over there for a couple of dollars and I'll help you find something. That right there is priceless. I'm gonna be honest. If you could find somebody to look under the hood, and I didn't know this. My husband and my uncle back in the day when we first, he was like, yo, we're gonna go over and go take, you remember Gerald? He used to take him over to the auction all the time. And that was like, okay. I just remember knowing that you want to go with someone who is a mechanic. And the mechanic's not gonna go with you for free. Okay.
Nope.
You know, you need someone with an eye who understands cars and who really can say to you, and you'll listen. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother thing. Because it's like you bought, and that's why you pay someone. You pay someone who has those expertise, because you don't want someone just to, you know what I'm saying, just to let you get whatever. They're held accountable. Okay? They're held accountable. And this gentleman right now, he know what he's doing because he got his own business. You know what I'm saying? He do this.
Yeah, but I gotta laugh. We got a young lady in the chat. Her name is Honeybee. Thank you.
First of all, let me tell you.
I love you, girl. I love you.
Vic, you got a lot of ladies. Ladies, I want y'all listening. Everybody type hi Vic right now. Go ahead. Y'all all type hi Vic. Say hello properly to our guest.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah, don't mean you get no discount. Just letting you know right now. I ain't discounting. But I want y'all to give him some love. Let him know he's appreciated for what he does and what he's doing as a community. Because that's actually, he's a community business member. And that's keeping us on the road. How many of y'all can live without your cars? Just get by.
Nobody.
Right now, it's not happening. Thank you, baby. That's what I'm talking about. With ladies,
only
let's
if
go.
You live in the city. Only if you live in the city.
Yes. Honey,
you know, them people don't drive no cars.
I'm gonna be honest. We do. We have to drive a car. We drive right out of We drive right out of this place. I ain't kidding. I drive away from the city. We do not go downtown unless we need something.
I don't know. We can put that one in.
I
don't know. We can put that one in.
What happened?
Leave that one
where is it? Oh, Vic, this young lady says you are very handsome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lady,
that's not bad.
Yeah, you gotta
just know that I am married. Just know that I am married, and my wife could be watching, so she's probably looking for you. She's probably looking for you right now.
If she's the woman that I know she is, she ain't looking for no one. She going. That's what she doing.
Oh man,
that's mine right there.
Cool. You know, let me ask you, Vic. You know, straight up. You know, you came into the business 14 years ago.
Yeah.
And you were with your cousin, and you know it just didn't flow right.
Okay.
Coming to the, now looking at as you've been in business, what would you say is the biggest difference? And if someone wanted to come in, what would you tell? How would you school them in coming into the business as a new dealer?
I would say that for one, you got to have the time. Thomas, you know what we do?
Yeah.
A lot of times we don't have the time. So it's harder for me to keep up a lot of upkeeps because of the fact sometimes I don't have the time because I have a regular job. And in this world, you gotta have multiple
streams of
income.
That's right.
To survive. So I would tell them to have the time, if this is something that you're gonna do, to have the time and do your research. I will also tell them to make sure that you got to be open to different avenues. Like a lot of people, like I like to sell salvage, and the reason why I like to sell salvage cars is because you get them for cheaper. People sometimes can afford the salvage. It's just that it's just a little bit more time, and you just got to have somebody who's patient.
Hold on, I need you to hold on with that, because when you say we don't understand, people don't understand. Can you explain what salvage is? What that means?
Okay, salvage is a car that's owned by the insurance company. Once a car is owned by the insurance company, it becomes salvage. And that necessarily means that the insurance company didn't want to pay more than 75% of what the car is valued as to fix it. Sometimes they don't want to pay anything to fix it, and they just salvage it out, and they just pay the owner what the car is worth. Salvage could be anything. Salvage can be, doesn't mean that the car is completely destroyed. It can mean that the bumper just needs to be fixed, and you need just to pop it back in. I bought a Honda Civic like that. It was salvaged, and I just hit the bumper, and it went right back in. I took it to the inspection, the salvage inspection, and it passed inspection. That took just about 2 months, and the car was ready. I just had to wait for the title for another 2 weeks, and the car was still worth about $5,000.
What? Yeah. And you pay like 75% off?
You don't pay 75% less. It depends, because you go against other people that's bidding.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Right. So whatever I got the car for, I could have got the car for maybe $1,500, and then I popped it in. Somebody said I needed a car, and I sold it to them for $4,000. You know.
Oh, that's nice.
And the car is worth anywhere between 5 to 7.
Oh wow! And I want to say thank you for that, because I tell my husband this all the time. When we're on, it was like, you got to talk to people like they don't know what you're talking about. Like you really like certain terms people won't get. And I never heard that before. Where we think salvage is different than what you experience. And so I would like to make sure that folks know exactly what you're talking about. And I'm like, I'm thinking salvage. I'm thinking coming from a junkyard, right? Like a salvage yard, and that's not that case. So that I thank you. I didn't know that was there. Y'all make sure y'all rerun this and get all these nuggets.
Yeah, I sell a lot of salvage. It just take time. Yeah, I sell a lot. It just takes time, because people always want. I got $5,000, and they think I want a 2025. That's not happening. Let's be realistic. That 2025 is a $35,000-$50,000 car, and you got $5,000, and you want no payments.
Oh, what?
That's just not realistic.
That's crazy.
You just smile at them. I know.
I know. It's just not. I want a $5,000 car, and it's a Lexus. It's a Lexus, but that Lexus got 200,000 miles on it. But that particular Lexus is worth $10,000 with 200,000 miles. And people don't understand that. Sometimes it depends on the quality of that car. That Lexus got 200,000 miles on it, but it go to 350,000.
Ah, okay.
It just depends on what brand you get, what car you get.
Okay.
I think Lexus is the upgrade to Toyota, I believe. I think that's the upgrade.
Yeah.
That's the upgrade to the Toyota. But now I want you guys to listen up. Y'all are here with Victor Jefferies from the Real Deal LLC. Yeah. You are guys are getting nuggets. I hope you're taking notes. I hope you come back and play the replay.
Absolutely. This was like a masterclass. Y'all realize that in buying cars. I'm not kidding. We don't get this. This might be a common conversation, but I got a lot of ladies on tonight today. I want to say thank you from all of the platforms. We almost had a hard time getting up on certain platforms, and we wasn't playing the day. We ain't let tech determine the day. And we're on. I just want to say thank you I want to give love to all the platforms, because our family members are like, y'all, we here and you ain't even say nothing to us. I was like, okay, fine. So we're gonna give love to Twitter. I'm sorry, to Twitch. My bad. To Twitch. Got 2 YouTubes. We have LinkedIn in the house, Facebook in the house, YouTube in the house. We got Clapper and Stereo in the house.
Yes.
We are multi-streaming today for a great reason. They are loving you up. They're eating you up, baby. I'm loving it. I got a lot of folks in from around the country. We have folks in from Oklahoma. We have some from Harlem. We have some folks in who are actually traveling, who are also on the road. All right. And I love it. So it's kind of like short sale in real estate. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
Like a short sale in real estate. I love this.
It's they one and the same.
Vic, you trying to tell me I gotta get in the cars? Is that what you
Yeah,
trying to tell me?
it's good, and it has its ups and downs. I'm not gonna front. It's just like retail. I mean, it's just like real estate.
Exactly.
It's like real estate.
It's like you flipping real estate, but it's like she said, a short sale. And
right.
The question is okay. I was asking, and I know we kind of cut you off because I wanted to find this out. Coming into the game, I wanna get started, but I can't really open up a lot. Would this be something that you would recommend to do, like to start off your process with the what you were saying, the short sales and going through the auctions, helping people like that?
I recommend that. If you don't have a lot, if you don't have a lot, right? By law, it depends on the state that you in. You're allowed to sell like 4 cars like once every like 6 months before you have to get a license. It depends on what state you in. I think New York is maybe 4 or 5. Jersey, I think, is the same, around 4 or 5. And then it's like you gotta get a license when they realize that you doing it a lot. So your short sales, I would say, just so you can get the feel of it, to see if you like it. But that particular person, if there's somebody who wants to start, they can sidebar me, and then I could kind of help them out a little bit. They can sidebar me. I don't mind trying to help somebody out. That's how everybody makes money.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's another thing. What I was just saying, working with someone like yourself, would you have someone consider someone working at a dealership or partnering with a dealership for this type of business? What do you think? I would try to say partner, because working at a dealership is you working off a strictly commission. Right. I used to work at PC Richard & Son, and I used to work strictly off a commission. And working off a commission is hard. You know, you got to make your drawer. You know, you gotta. It's just certain stuff. And then you only get a portion of that money. So if you want to, I would suggest try to partner in. But a lot of people is not gonna let you partner in unless you start somewhere. They got to see how you working. Right. You know, there's different avenues you can find to partner with somebody. It's not really partnering, but it's still kind of like you working on your own. You just got to find that dealer that's going to allow you to work underneath their license. Right. You know. Right. So that can happen too as well. I like. You know. Of course, and then just to let y'all know, they ain't nobody gonna let you work under their license for free. So stop thinking that. Right. That too. That too. You gotta pay. You're gonna have to kick out something, but it ain't gonna be a commission. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be working on commission. I love this. Oh my God.
This is like really, really
favorite good conversation.
You know, because everyone's out there looking for an in for something. Yeah. Everyone wants an in. And you said something that's really cool. And from the background that we come from, we realize that there isn't a whole lot of time. But you've come to the realization that it isn't about one income. There has to be multiple income streams coming in. Right. And even you being the real deal, you realize in your business you took one part and became 2 parts. You took in 2 parts. You're the mechanic so when you can, and
For
you're the
what you need
dealer
to know.
providing the service. Now,
Right.
Yeah.
now, and when you're doing this, is it better to have? And this is my personal thought. Being a dealer, is it better to have a mechanic on hand that works for you and services all the vehicles? This way you can just keep bringing them in if you have clients coming, or is it better to just piecemeal?
Well, I was gonna say, do you have a mechanic that you currently work with, like a partner that
I
you work with?
I work with different mechanics. I realize that everybody tends to get comfortable.
Ah,
Um, so I work with body guys, and mechanics, and when you start bringing them stuff, they get hungry for your money when you first start with them. And then I realized that, I'm bringing you multiple cars from time to time. So I should be I should be paying that $165 rate.
right,
I should pay a little bit a lot less.
right.
Um,
Frequency, exactly.
right. But then also what I noticed that when I bring them a car, I don't expect you to work on it like right then and there. I get that you have customers, but I shouldn't be waiting 2 months for a car to get my car back,
That's
2 or 3
not,
months for my car to get back.
okay, because you
So
are
that's what I mean. Like they get comfortable after a while, and then I realize that you got to switch up. So it is good to have a mechanic that you personally have on hand on deck, because you know that work is getting done, and then you're the one that's actually paying them from that's your employee.
right.
So
That's right.
I personally don't have that. I'm keeping real. I can't
Right.
afford that.
Right.
So, but it's good. It's good to have a mechanic on hand, because if you have something that's going wrong with that car right then and there, you get it fixed and get it back on your line.
Right.
Get it sold. You got a customer that you either put warranty on, or they bought it and they had it for a few days and something was wrong. You could tell them, hey, all right, yo, go to the shop. My mechanic take care of it. All right, and get them right back on the road. So it is good to have a mechanic on hand.
I like this. It says time is of the essence. Time is money.
I do suggest for people who don't have money to try to find a good mobile mechanic, because anytime that, sometimes a lot of time heading to work, your car just crap out and you don't know what's wrong with it. So, and then some people don't have AAA. I suggest that people get AAA too as well, because it only costs you $100 and something for the year, and that tow could cost you, if you don't have it, about $300 from your house to right around the corner.
I remember we needed a tow. Got stuck up. We got stuck upstate, and I was nervous because I don't do the car thing. And I want to share something with you. When your car breaks down on the side of like moving traffic road, everything gets crazy. I'm not gonna kid you. It's a state of mind, a mentality that can really throw you off. But something like AAA, and I ain't selling AAA, just letting y'all know right now. A program like AAA that includes things like the tow, especially the tow. We've had that actually happen 2 times. Once with our children in the car, okay? And that was the scariest thing, because we had to pull off of a kind of a private highway into a grassy patch. All right. And that was scary. Oh, please. I could never forget that. I had young kids in the car. My husband made one phone call. It took them all of about 35 minutes to show up on the road and put our car up on top. Now, mind you, 2 small kids. He working. I'm at home. Got my little side gig. There was no money to be adding in to $300-400, and we were upstate New York. We weren't even close to the city. We were an hour and a half away from the city. It was a family trip, day trip, and I was so shocked. It scared me. They drove and dropped us off at your job, right? At his job's lot, and we took the train back to the city. I take Amtrak back, baby, without the coordination of somebody. That's the most scary thing you could ever experience. Having to flip through your phone and find a close mechanic or a tow. Not the thing you want to have to do.
I was like, one of the first things I did when I first got the car, my first thing was, I wasn't a fan of AAA, but I realized I'm driving 2-3 hours to get to work. Eventually, AAA might be a thing you need.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
insurance. It's insurance for your butt on the road.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story about one of our coworkers, Thomas. So it was Thanksgiving last year, and I got stuck. But I got stuck at a good job. I got stuck at 5-4.
Okay.
So I'm coming out, and everybody's telling me like, oh, Vic, Passat needs help. I said, wow, what's wrong? Something wrong with his transmission. He can only drive backwards. I said, I'm stuck, man. I said, tell him to go drive backwards all the way home. And I started laughing. I said, all right, I'm gonna go outside. I said, I'm gonna go outside and go help him out. So I went outside, and he said he just got his transmission fixed. And I asked him what was wrong with it. I said, all right, so you probably just got a computer issue. I said, I'm gonna go and reset it. And I said, what's going on? He said he's waiting for a tow too as well. And I said, you waiting for a tow? I said, okay. He said he had to pay for it. He said it's costing him about $250, $350 to get back home. And I was like, oh man. I said, you know what? I'm gonna help you out right now. So I reset his computer, and his car started working. The transmission started working properly. I want him to have a reader with me. So I said, you need to invest in something like AAA. I said, I have it. I said, it helps out. And I said, don't turn the car off when you get home. But I said, look, that cost you $350. Yeah. And that's 2 years already that you paid for.
Wow.
So it does help to have something like that.
Yes, it does.
If that is not a cautionary tale. The blessing was you were there, and two, he was in a parking lot where he was safe.
Thank you. Someone said AAA something like it is a must when you are driving. I don't care if you're in the city. You got, I'm driving around the city, baby. Don't do it. Just get it. Sometimes I teach people all the time about the about money. Oh, I don't have the money. No, you can't afford not to have the money. That's the thing. You can't afford to take this, and when you get your car, include this as an expense. Y'all know how y'all good with giving up the taxes? Well, put this in as a tax. You know what I'm saying? If you could give the government what they do, you better give time what it's due, because that ain't you're just waiting for the day it happens.
Right.
And there's so much more. Just so AAA is so much more than just towing. So look it up.
Right.
They have different type programs. Y'all know, check them out. See which ones work best for you. But and this ain't a AAA commercial, because I'm gonna be really honest.
It's not.
I want
just something like it.
I'm saying in general, we want y'all to understand being safe. I think people forget safety is a must. It leads to peace of mind, good blood pressure, happiness. When you feel safe, your life feels like nothing can stop you. But you gotta create that. That's a message we give in teaching digital financial literacy. I'm not joking. Rob, thank you so much, because I'm like, all this stuff, the little nuggets that you just gave me, I'm like, there's stuff. I love my husband, don't get me wrong, but there's stuff that he assumes because he know I know. Y'all know that, right? Y'all ever get that syndrome when you close to somebody in family? You assume that we got an invitation, so you got the invitation for us, so we know we're going. Think about it. You forget to tell people stuff sometimes, like, oh, well, where you go, I go. I'm like, no. Just because you know how the car works doesn't mean I know how the car works. So when I'm in the car, you didn't confirm that I knew. And that is something that we've got to start realizing, that these people like this gentleman, conversation changes everything. It assures that the information got over to the other side, or we at least hope. You know what I'm saying?
So Vic, let me ask you. Like I said, you've been rocking out for the last 14 doing this.
Yes.
What's the end goal for you with this?
Yeah. What do you want to? What do you want to see? What do you want to turn happen? What's your next step, brother?
My next step, I always got a lot of stuff going on.
I love it.
My next step is that when I'm done with my regular job is to continue to do this.
Okay.
On a yeah, I'm gonna continue to do it. I don't got to be big or nothing like that. I'm not looking to be big. I'm just looking to just I like doing it.
You
So
like to do.
yeah, I like doing it. I like going to the auction. I like sometimes work. I mean, not sometimes. I work on the cars that a lot of them I have all the times. I can show you on my hands and stuff like that. That I get scratched up. But I do like doing it. I work on my wife's car.
Okay. I know
I
that
just like doing it.
I know she's giving big love.
Yes.
So okay, because I was gonna ask. So
I'm gonna have to come see you, Vic. I already know.
Yes, he will.
That's fine.
Because I told you, look, I'm gonna be honest, my brother. We gonna need you. I need.
All right.
We need a bigger car. This man, I'm about done with this car.
Okay.
I'm about done with this vehicle.
Look, I will tell you this: when I first met my wife, I was a guy who was into definitely crotch rocket cars. I had a Honda, I had a Celica, I had a Supra.
Okay. Why you get rid of the Supra?
Excuse me. Let me just try this one for y'all.
I do.
I used to tell. Thank you. So, the bottom line that my husband's cars, and I know what he calls it a crotch rocket. I call it a shirt on wheels. This man is a big guy. He's been big guy since I've known him. And to me, a Honda Civic for this stature of gentleman is a freaking shirt. It's like you put the car on.
Listen, that Honda Civic, Celica, Supra, that is completely fine. As long as it wasn't a Miata.
No.
I seen big people get out of a Miata.
We're not going to talk about the Miata story.
It's like watching.
You had a Miata too?
Yeah, I know the Miata story.
Look, I just like watching clowns get out of a car. Like the big guy, the big clown gets out of a car. I said, okay, stop. We have got to get a bigger car. Too big. I'm very tall. I'm 5'10". I've always been, and very luscious. Let y'all know that now. But the beautiful part about it is this luscious sister wasn't playing that game for long. I was like, you better get something bigger.
All my cars did 0 to 60 in 4
and now
seconds.
it's time to go a little bigger than that because life is lifing. It does what it does, and we decided I want to get to the next vehicle. Now, ultimately, my brother, I'm gonna tell you right now, I may need you to go with me. What do you know about RVs?
RVs? I don't know too much, but I can do the research and try to find out about RVs.
I wanted, if you can, I'm coming for you. See, this is why we got good friends, y'all.
Yeah,
I gotta have good friends with good skills. That way we can go, I got skills, he got skills, and we gonna bring them skills together. Because our sister is ready to be on the road. That's what I'm saying.
What did Faye say? Something about the Porsche Boxster or the Corvette?
Keep telling you these t-shirt cars. Just throw it on you.
I've sat in the Boxster. No offense, it's a great car physically, but dimensionally, the way it's designed, unless you are 5'9" or shorter, that is not the car for you.
Okay.
We gonna throw the RV sign on that one, all right?
Okay. So I always ask a car. So for me, I always speak on behalf of the family. How is that? So with all that you're up to, family, how is the family? Is it a family business? Does the family work together? And how is your home work-life balance? How do you feel about that?
All right. If I need help, my family will help me.
Okay.
You know, but everybody's geared towards. I got 3 kids. They all in school. My wife, she got her own job and stuff like that. So it's really me running it. But if I say, hey, I need something, somebody's gonna help me. The other question is the work balance.
Yeah, the home.
The work home balance is hard. It's hard because we all got stuff going on that we got to do, schoolwork and all this stuff. So my kids go to swimming. You know, so they swim.
So yes, please.
They in a swim club. So
it. Oh,
Everybody got activities and stuff to do.
that's
So
right.
it's when it's time to spend time with family, we do it. But most of the time, we gearing ourselves stuff for the future. You know, that's the way society is now. You know,
That's true. And the
it-
kids too,
it's,
y'all. The kids too.
yeah, the kids too. Yeah.
Right?
So I try to teach them some things, but you know, they also got to be in it to want to
Yeah.
learn it. And if
Yeah.
they're not in it to want to learn it, it is what it is. You can't force them. If you force them,
I want you to know that they will need it. You know that they'll need it. So that's
yeah,
good. I'm really excited because, you know, having these type of resources close, kids know, yeah, they may not know it now, want it now, but all of a sudden, like, yo, dad, I need I want my first car. Oh, good. I'm glad.
yeah,
So now there's some things you need to know first. Come on.
right.
Come on over. Let's show you some things. Before you wasn't interested, now you need it.
Now you need it, right?
Exactly. You want to be grown and have your own space and be able to go places. Yeah.
That's right. My son wasn't interested in learning how to
Uh-huh.
My oldest son wasn't interested in learning how to drive really until
Right.
he met a girl. And then all of
Ah!
a sudden it's like, oh, I gotta get my license. He was on
Yes,
it. Then
yes, it
then
is.
that didn't work out. It didn't work out. It went right back to not being so called that interested.
It's just right.
I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna happen, and don't worry, it's gonna come on.
He gonna get
Trust,
it.
he gonna come right on back. Like, oh,
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
So, Fig, how do they get in touch with you if they really want to, reach out?
Yes,
How
what's
do
the
we get
best
you?
way to reach out? Guys, y'all love Vic, right? Y'all let him know you love him. Give him some love. I'm gonna put it up there so it's see. Because if this is a
All right.
conversation that you need to have, y'all need to get in touch with this man. Go ahead.
I would say my phone number
Okay.
would be best directly. You can text me through WhatsApp. You can text me.
Uh-huh.
I respond pretty quick, especially when I'm free. I respond pretty quick.
Okay.
So I could give it over the phone now. I mean, or
Type in as you speak.
okay, it's 917
Okay. And this is your business.
710.
Let me clarify one thing. This is
Okay.
his business line, ladies.
Yes.
Do not be trying to call here home because you will get
Nah.
the
Yes, you will.
let you know. 917. Go ahead, brother.
710
Mm-hmm.
8013. And then I also have an email you can email to as well.
Yep.
All right, it's the name of the company, D.A. Real Deal LLC at gmail.com.
Making sure LC at Gmail. I'm putting that in, and y'all can have this in. It's going to be in our comment section. Go ahead and grab it. Well, and again, it's email is the Real Deal LLC, and it spells pretty much the same way. I like it. And thank you for spelling in an English way and not a special way. Some people just get on my last name. The Real Deal with a Q. I'm like, sorry, what?
No. D, not THE, but DA.
That's right. You got a lot of we love you, Vix. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, brother. This is the top of the hour, and we always make sure that we give some love and make sure that people can be reached. Also, we invite you to come to the platform. Come on out. We teach digital financial literacy on P2G. I got you guys. And for those who aren't in the chat, I got you. Now y'all see it up there. Go check this brother right out. I mean this.
Yep.
Go check it out. Find out what he's doing, what he's up to. He's in New Jersey. Where in New Jersey are you? Is your lot?
My Jersey, it's in Bridgeton, New Jersey. So that's kind of like in Cumberland County.
Cumberland County. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So Victor or Vic.
Yep. Vic is fine.
I got you. And he's out there. And as a matter of fact, we're gonna be out there. So when we do you mind if we take video so that we can share with others when we come on our visit?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And no, I don't. It's just that I'm really never there because I'm always on the road.
Oh, okay.
So I'm always on the road. So that's why I give somebody my business. That's my business cell phone. Right. So y'all could call me directly. And we go from there.
Well, that's gonna be the thing. I'm gonna call you and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
find
You
out.
call me, and then we can take a video.
I'm about to say I was not joking when I said I'm coming to see you.
You're coming. I got
I
you.
car. I think I can get out this little car. I'm sorry, I had it. I was like, I'm for real. I told Al just yesterday, I was like, no, we can't do this no more. We can't do this no more. We gotta do something about this. And he was like, so Vic is in what this business? When we were booking this program. I was like, oh yeah. Find
This
out who this
woman
brother
has been
is.
telling me for a little bit, you know, because I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with, scooting down in certain cars don't work
Yeah.
anymore.
No.
So, she's for a bigger upgrade. And
Right.
I'm just
Something
trying to
more
make sure I can
comfortable
get
for
in
his
without
situation.
hindering
Okay, okay.
my life. That's all. Without hindering my life in it.
Okay, so for those who are just coming in and chiming in, thank you so much for coming on. And those who've been rocking out with us, y'all know we love you. And thank you for getting up so early. We got, like I said, I got folks in Oklahoma and in California. We have some people who pop on from as far as Canada and then and even certain portions of Africa. They stay up late to be on with us because the
Wow.
information and resources that we bring are so important. And do know the international touch that we're having is for a reason because we're all being pulled in together.
Yes,
You're
indeed.
finally finding each other. Most of y'all ask God for something. And when you show up at things that give you the most value, know that that was his answer. That is his voice in your head. It's an answer to your prayer. And with that, I want to just share a couple of things on how to keep coming and having some amazingness and having some fun. And Vic, we hope you get you on some of these platforms. Come on out to our digital financial literacy. It's on the
All right.
it's on Zoom. Sorry, y'all. It's on Zoom, so you can't miss it. It's in your pocket.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So let's tap in. Don't go nowhere because we're just gonna share. So guys, y'all know we have the whole website that we're building for you so that we won't have to actually tell you anything anymore. You just go to your beautiful place. That's not open yet. So in the meantime, take your tail to the website and go look at the schedule, please. Because for this, it is still up. We kept this up so that y'all can keep up with our schedules. Yes, this is a carousel. All you have to do is swipe right. Got it? Y'all know y'all good with that. Y'all all do that. You're gonna take your D.F.L. Y'all take and scan that. You take the D.F.L. or you click and you take a schedule. It's a quiz so that you can know what your financial literacy level is right on what's happening right now with money. This is our 12-week program. Y'all coming in, get in touch with us. You can call me. I'm gonna help you get or text. I'm gonna help you get caught up with what the schedules are for the new classes, how to sign up, where to get them, because we got that 12-week program running again. Now, what's the point? I'm gonna tell y'all, what's the point in making all this money if we can't protect it? Right? That's what I'm talking about. So get your tail on our Sunday nights. You know, there's no cost to this. It is a free Sunday that happens every week. We talk about creating trust and protecting your finances, also discharging debt, ways to get credit, clean up your credit and get able to be creditable, raising your credit score, also learning how to move in our new economy. That's serious. I'm not joking. And that happens on Sunday. Now, this is for my smarty pants. All y'all out there that took the program, y'all know how to trade, y'all know how to do all of this, but do you know how to get paid, make your money pay when you sleep? Have y'all figured that out yet? Do you know how to get the biggest bang for your buck? Are you getting over the 14% threshold between interest, or I should say between inflation and taxation? If you not, then you need to be your behind on the Sundays so that we can practice putting money in your pocket while you are sleeping with understanding. That's what that Sunday class is about. That's not free. Don't show up to Sunday morning, Sunday after early afternoon thinking you getting in the class for free. Y'all better take care of your tuition and take care. We got to get paid for the time we put in. Now, one of the things is some of y'all are more about the one-on-one. Give me a contact. We get 30 minutes for free, and then you work out the rest of it. I'm not kidding. Holler at the sister because I'll sit down and work with your personal portfolio. I myself and also my assistants and some of the people that I do in our network are coaches, and we will work with you on a one-on-one basis and then build up with you from there. We'll work with you also to get you into training yourself for your finances. Because if you give everybody your money, you deserve what they do with it. That's right. And then, of course, y'all know y'all best to show up to your 8 o'clock on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be up in the house. Be in the house, Eastern. Let's go. Because we're going to do this. This is what I'm talking about. We got power on these Wednesdays. So get here. I ain't playing. And wait, don't forget. Some of y'all got businesses. Some of y'all got some stuff going on. Can I suggest give us a call so we can bring you on? I'm still booking for the year. So if you want to be on and let people know what you up to, guess what, baby? All we are is a phone call away. Click the website and go have fun. Let us know what's going down. Like Scrummy. Y'all remember the Scrummy lady? Miss Rose. Now you see she up on the website. That's what I'm talking about. Where you at? Vic, you coming on the website too. I'm going to get you up there, bro.
I see you reaching. I'm going to take one of those things on Sunday too as well.
Come on out. Because I'm letting you know, if you come to the club, if you're going to be a part of the P2G community, we're going to make sure people know you around.
Yes, indeed.
Okay?
That's right.
Resource. This is an education program that works in every household. It has helped children on the spectrum, folks that have reading and disabilities, and enhance your mental acuity with the fun of a game of spades. I kid you not.
Okay.
And it is so amazing. It's so fun to play. Also, Vic, I'm gonna tell you, it's an excellent date night game. I'm trying to tell you. Brother,
you said spades?
It has the energy of spades.
Okay, you know, spades people get angry sometimes.
Look, let me tell you something. It's the kind of anger that makes you laugh because it's work.
All right. Because people flip tables on spades.
It's awesome to see it. But when you're passionate about words, it's a whole different level.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be flipping any tables.
You
might get feelings across the table.
And finally, but never least, taking care of this actually should be our first one, because this is the how to put your tail together and keep it going. I'm not big on like products. I don't really promote a lot of products unless it has changed my life, and this has changed my life. MicroDaily, and I like it because it also comes in a liquid, so it makes it easier for me. I'm not a pills. I'm not a big pill person, but this one right here does the job. If you're working on really getting your system back to kind of reset
and clean.
This has reset from COVID, and I'm not joking with you all. This helped my husband come out of the hospital when he was in the hospital and on oxygen when he got home. He was off in 1 week of utilizing this product. So you know what we use to stay healthy, right? That's what I'm talking about. Now it can't fix your bones, guys. Don't get it twisted. It ain't curing any long-term anything. It's helping you enhance your health every day more and more.
Yes, indeed.
Okay?
Yes, indeed.
I'm not telling you it's a miracle anything, but this little sucker right here has spent enough time that now they're looking at it for helping with the treatment and actually curing cancers. So please look it up. I kid you not. When I tell you don't believe a word I say, it means to do your own homework research, and you can. And thank you so much for being on with us for this. We have, like I said, the flyer here. Come to class. And the other one is for our community. You come in for status correction. This is status correction information, okay? Our status study is no joke. We are serious, we are real, and this is a free offering. This is open information. Ask questions with information. I'm not joking. Where you go, what you do, those are specifics, okay? That you got to pay for your own. You get your own. I got my own, you get your own. But don't worry, you're not gonna be by yourself. You're gonna do it for yourself, but with the community. Because we out here really building. Speaking on that, I'm gonna share. I'm getting ready to take our first steps to go look at some land. We talked about that. We don't play. We was talking about it. People go, oh, when you gonna do it? When I do it. Y'all got it? When I do it. And it's none of anybody's business. And whatever you're doing is none of anybody's business. But remember, always speak everything you want to happen into existence and walk it. Don't just talk it, walk it. A little bit at a time. Because it's already yours. You just haven't taken the steps to get there. You get it?
Right.
And Vic, I'm telling you, you got this, bro. You got this.
Mhm.
Retirement day comes, it's gonna be like we're gonna be in the street singing, "Can you feel a brand new day?" I can't wait. I said, yours and ours. Let's go. Every time I love going to retirement parties. I love it because you
Right.
guys have spent your time not sitting there wondering what I'm gonna do next. Y'all was already working on it.
Yep.
Already working on it. And with that, we want to give you some love. Thank you so much. My
Vic,
brother.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate
Yes, anytime. And don't worry, we do follow-ups. I don't play that.
Okay.
We follow up.
Okay.
We want to make sure people don't forget who you are and what's going on. All right?
That's fine. That's fine.
We love you so much. Everybody on all platforms, thank you so much for being with us. Y'all rocked out today. We are gonna have fun. Enjoy the rock out. We are about to get that song on again. Wake up and rise. Open your eyes, because it's what? Breakfast with the Thomas.
And I'm gonna sing it out.
Breakfast with the Thomas.
Love you. Bye. Ooh, Lord.
Bye.
Ooh. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. See you. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday. What season